the play is a kind of like a prism of relationships, and it focuses on this character of a linguistics professor who's a woman in her 40s, and she is in pursuit of a dying language. So she's involved in collecting samples of a language that is soon to pass off the face of the earth, which is a pretty common thing that's happening right now. And at the same time, she's decided to have a baby on her own. And then the sort of action of the play is around the amniocentesis that she gets, and then the ambiguous results that she receives, which imply to her that maybe there's going to be a problem with her, with the baby that would result from this pregnancy, and that maybe one of the problems would be that the child wouldn't learn to speak. And the way that I was interested in looking at that, that problem or that moment of dilemma was through putting her in relationship with some rather unusual characters. So she has an ongoing relationship with an elderly woman who's one of the last remaining speakers of this language. She has an ongoing relationship with, bear with me now, a gorilla at the zoo in the city where she lives, having acquired the capacity to kind of use a reduced sign language, and then now is an exhibit. And then she has a relationship with a much younger sort of girlfriend figure, and with a variety of women who she comes into contact with in the healthcare industry. This is a play that also asks for tour de force performances from all of the actresses who are in it. It's a 3-person play, but there's 9 or 10 characters in the play. I've had the great good fortune to see a number of productions of this play, which I've never seen it done badly. I mean, I think it's very, although it is strange, it's very expansive, and people come up with tremendous ingenious resources, I think, when they're asked to realize it on stage. And partly I think that's because you can do it with very little. You know, you almost need, the less you have, the better. I've seen productions that have a lot more sort of lushness in the set, and I've also seen a production where almost all the parts were cast out. So I know it can be done that way, and actually it was pretty interesting to me since I had written it with the idea that I was going to be watching one actor turning through 3 parts or 4 parts. Only the protagonist of the play is always herself. The other two, the older and the younger people, both change. But in this production, I was like, this is sort of beautiful, and I mean, it didn't harm the meaning of the play for me.